There was this really intelligent engineer that absolutely hated his job. He didn't hate his job directly. He hated his job indirectly. He was and had been really good at his job for a decade and a half. But during that time, he neglected his wife and family. She had an affair, divorced and sued him, and he got utterly obliterated. So he transferred his blame to his job, a company that manufactured CPUs and circuit boards for high-end consumer gaming PCs. He also, in a not too uncommon case of misplaced externalizing, blamed all the PC gamers for creating such demand. The spirits we share the earth with are just like regular people. Some hate us, some love us, but most don't really care. These spirits aren't angels, they aren't demons, and they aren't aliens. It's just that these are the only archetypical categories our brains can put these otherwise indescribable entities. One of the problems with food manufacturing regulatory oversight is there isn't really any way to tell if the ingredients listed on any food packaging are the only ingredients. For example, the keto diet has become really popular, and plenty of food manufacturers list zero net carbs, but they still have plenty of carbs. This allows major brands to do experiments in small markets by putting experimental chemicals in the food. They hope to increase our addiction to said food. When Athens started up as a city, they set up a lot of colonies around the Aegean Sea. Some of these colonies worked out, some of them rebelled. Most of the ones that rebelled were destroyed by Athens. Most empires follow this very same strategy. Rome, Britain, Imperial Japan. Some colonies work out, other colonies rebel. Of the ones that rebel, some are successful, some are destroyed by the parent empire. Earth is one such colony that was seeded a few million years ago with DNA that would hopefully evolve into an easy-to-manage, sentient, self-aware primate. We are considered a rebel colony by our super-sentient alien overlords. Unfortunately, the leadership of Earth is trying very hard to rebel against our alien overlords. This will inevitably lead to a complete destruction of the Earth. The invasions are expected to begin over the next 10 or 20 years. Some of their experiments yield zero results. Some actually increase our food addiction and are kept and slowly put into all other brands. Others cause problems like insanity, amnesia, and other mental issues. Since the food manufacturers are tangentially connected to the pharmaceutical companies, they both get kickbacks from each other. For example, if the food manufacturers inadvertently cause mental issues with their untested food additives, and this leads to an increase in prescription drug use, then the pharmaceutical companies will pay the food companies. The ones that dislike us will possess us just for fun. Sometimes this is just to make us do things we wouldn't otherwise do. Like if you ever have a poor memory of why you did something you wish you wouldn't have done, chances are it's these spiritual beings that are purposely causing you anguish. Sometimes they'll possess you for a few weeks, months, or even years just for kicks. They've been known to turn the most normal people into cannibals or serial killers, for example. He took his revenge slowly and methodically. He added some subroutines to create subacoustic sounds and subvisual flashing messages, so about 10% of people will be affected. If you are ever playing a video game and you feel a sense that somebody else is inside your mind, chances are you are one of the victims, which means these effects will slowly get worse over time. Your memory will begin to fade. Your amnesia will begin to grow. You'll begin to wake up in the evening and feel a presence standing next to your bed. Sometimes you won't be able to move. That's when this is about to get worse. When you'll be in the middle of a thought and then suddenly everything will go blank.